Hey, my friends, I am so excited. I think she's my family member coming to us from the United Kingdom. It's Anna Doherty. Hey, Anna, how are you?
Hello, I'm great. How are you?
I'm wonderful. We must be cousins, like somewhere along the line. Might be like 100th cousins or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. I would say so.
Yeah. So Anna is the illustrator of a great book that we featured on Reading with Your Kids called A Steminist Force. And can you tell us just a little bit about that book?
Sure. So it's written by Laura W. Carter and it's illustrated by me. And it's like a celebration of jobs in science and in STEM. And you kind of travel through different jobs, introducing kids to like what a biologist is, what a geologist is. And in the background of each picture, there's pioneering women from each of the careers. So it's kind of like a celebration of science, a celebration of women, and just letting kids know that they can do anything they want when they grow up.
Awesome. This is a coincidence. Yesterday, I interviewed a hydrologist from Canada. Her name is Mary
Oh.
Trudeau. And so we had a great talk about her book and about water and how crazy wonderful it is and about her career in STEM.
That's so cool. That sounds so interesting.
Really. She was telling like water is so cool because it can be like a liquid and a solid and a vapor, a gas, and she even thinks it could be like plasma because it's part of your blood. And
Oh,
it,
weird.
yeah, very, very cool. So you're going to teach us how to draw something today.
Yes, so this book's a little different from other books. There isn't a main character, so I've just picked one of the characters who's part of the parade going through, and I picked one that I thought would be fun to draw. A little kid wearing a little bear suit, and they have a big flag because a lot of the characters in the book have flags with positive messages on them. So we're going to draw a little character with a flag today.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, let's go to the lesson.
So I always like to start with the face for any character because it gets you an idea of what this character is going to look like and what sort of size they're going to be. So let's start with this character's face. I'm going to start with their forehead and I'm going to draw quite lightly. So when you have a colored pencil, you can draw different ways. You can either draw super hard or super light. Super light means that we can color it in a bit more evenly, and also we can draw an outline and you won't see it afterwards. So we're going to draw quite lightly. And we're going to draw the outline of a forehead, kind of like this, like a curved line. Then we're going to do a little bump of a nose, and then a curved line of a chin. And where these two chin and forehead end, we're going to semicircle them together, and that's going to be our face. So then if we color that in, the coloring in is the bit that takes the longest. And I'm still coloring in quite lightly. And if you notice, I'm coloring in always the same direction. It makes it a bit neater if you color in one way rather than coloring in like this, because then you see all the different pencil lines. So a good tip is to color in one direction. And if you have lots of time and you want to make your drawing super neat, you can color in one direction and then switch and color in the other direction as well, and that fills in all the gaps. That's a good tip if you want to look professional. Then we're going to add her eye. So I've got a black pencil here and I'm going to do her eye just above her nose but not too high up, because babies and young children have eyes further down their face than grown-ups and bigger children. So a little circle for her eye like this. And then I'm going to do a brown eyebrow. People always forget to draw eyebrows, I think, but they're the most important part of the face because they show your expression. They show whether you're happy or whether you're cross or whether you're worried. So eyebrows are always a good thing to remember. And we also want to add a cheeky smile to this baby. So that is just a little curve to meet the edge. I've missed a little bit of the nose, so I'll go back and add that in. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to draw the body. So I decided to use a crayon for this rather than a pencil. You can use whatever you like, but I think the crayon makes a nice texture and I want her to look like she's wearing a kind of fuzzy outfit. So we start at the top of the head here and we're going to draw the back of her head. So I'm going to do like this, leaving a little gap like this for a big bear ear, and then add another bear ear here. Bloop. Maybe make that one a little bigger. And then coming down, I'm going to draw her arm with a little thumb and her other arm here. Make that a little fatter. And then her back going to her leg, her little foot, kind of like a backwards capital J. Then up her leg, cross down to her other leg. Another little bloop. And then we have to join these up. So first the curve of her knee, and then the curve of her little belly. There we go. And then her bare ears have little white bits in the middle, so I'll add them in. And then it's time to color. Okay, I'm gonna color this in as fast as I can so that we can get to the next stage. You can take a little longer to do it than me. I just want to make sure that we don't run out of time. This hand is facing towards us, the one that I'm coloring in just now. So I'm going to take my crayon and I'm going to do a little bit of a darker loop like this for a little thumb. It might be hard to see on the camera. And now she's holding a flag, so it's time to draw the flag. First, we're going to start with the flagpole. So that can be going any direction you want. I'm going to make it go down like this, and then stop at her thumb, and then keep going. So it looks like she's holding on to it. Make it a little thicker by drawing a little line like that. Perfect. Okay, and then I said I was going to do a yellow flag. The flag is probably the most fun part to draw because you can do it however you want, and it could be long and bendy and floating in the wind. So if you draw a squiggly line and then start from halfway down the pole or a little bit down the pole, and then try and copy the same squiggly line so it keeps in line with the top one so that they match each other. And then we're going to turn this into two triangles and go up like this, and then up like this, and then time to color this one in. So let's color this in as fast as we can. And in the book, all these flags have different things. They're all celebrating science. So some of them say science, some of them say women in STEM, some of them say maths, some of them say all different things. So you can write whatever you want this baby to be celebrating on your flag. I'm going to write the name of the book, I think. So I'm going to write A Steminist Force. So if you take your detail black pencil or your drawing pencil and you can write whatever you want here. Maybe it's your name. Maybe it's a scientist that you like. Maybe it is a famous mathematician that you're interested in. I'm going to write A Steminist Force. And there we have it, our very own celebratory baby carrying a flag and having a great time.
Now that was great. I love that character.
Thanks so much. And I hope everyone had fun drawing it too.
I really do. I think so. Hey, listen, Anna, if a kid out there has their parents' permission and they draw this character, can they post it on Instagram or social media and tag you?
Yes, that would be wonderful. So my Instagram is Anna Doherty Illustration, and my Twitter, or X as it's called now, is Anna Doherty Illu. So the first 4 letters of illustration.
Awesome. And is there a website people can go to find out more about A Steminist Force and all the other great books you've been involved in?
Yeah, so I have a website, which is annadohertyillustration.com. And from there, you can click on all of my books. I have a newsletter you can sign up to, or you can just head to your local library or your local bookstore, and hopefully they can get one in stock for you.
And yeah, all you have to do is like ask politely.
Yes,
like that.
Just say please.
We've had a great time learning how to draw from our guest, Anna Doherty. Did I say it right?
That was perfect.
Anna, thanks so much for being on Drawing with Your Kids.
Thank you for having me. I had the lovely time.